is Cindel Towani. I hope this message reaches you in time. My name is Hume Tarl, better known as TK-9102. I served 6 years in Tempest Force, rising to Sergeant. We were one of the finest legions in the New Order. I saw action at Kashyyyk, Marcelin Prime, Sarko, Oromais, and a lot of places you never heard of. We were then stationed on the Endor Moon for 9 months. 9 months at the back of Beyond, with occasional liberty on Anaj. You've never been to Anaj, Miss Towani, but trust me, only someone doing time on the Endor Moon could find it interesting. Our survey teams had discovered the Indigens, of course. You think we'd establish a shield generator protecting a project of this importance without a thorough survey? They were primitives, hairy dwarf bipeds with spears and slings, living in tree houses. We paid them no mind. They didn't seem inclined to cause problems begging or stealing things, which is what most Abos like to do. That would have led to an excision within a defined perimeter. But like I said, they seemed afraid of us. They didn't like approaching the shield generator, and we didn't think we'd be staying long enough for them to get acclimated and become a problem. We were all on edge. Emperor Palpatine was aboard the Death Star. We'd shined up the plastoid and deployed aboard the battle station a few days earlier for a big ceremony to mark his arrival. I only saw him across the hangar, but even from far away, your eyes were drawn to him. We were protecting our Emperor, and we also knew there were rebel agents on the moon. We'd had a speeder bike patrol go missing, and we were on high alert. Then the craziest thing happened. A rebel surrendered himself to us and handed over an old Jedi laser sword. At the time, I didn't know it was Luke Skywalker. He seemed awfully short to be the most wanted rebel in the galaxy. Skywalker claimed he was alone, but nobody believed that. I'd heard stories about the Jedi, but no way just one of them could take out an entire patrol. Lord Vader took him up the gravity well on a shuttle, and I assumed that would be the last the galaxy would ever hear of him. The next day, the rebel fleet arrived, and we were attacked by rebel guerrillas who'd been hiding in the woods. We captured them, and word was that the orbital battle was going the way the Emperor had planned. The officers were even talking about how we'd always remember the day we witnessed the end of the rebellion, and then it happened. The Indigens attacked. I've seen the Holo thrillers, and those directors should admit they're paid to tell New Republic lies. They make those things, those Ewoks, look cute, like stuffed toys. I was there, Miss Towani. They weren't anything close to cute. The first wave of troopers died with arrows through the gaps in their armor. The Indigens were primitive, but later I read about the bows they'd used, how they were engineered for immense leverage. I saw troopers falling with arrows that had gone completely through their throats. They were the lucky ones. Some of our men took what looked like minor wounds, and minutes later they were clawing their helmets off and gasping for air. The Abos had dipped their arrows in some kind of nerve toxin that paralyzed every muscle in the body. Troopers who got hit suffocated because their lungs wouldn't work. I saw dying men staring into the sun, trying to blink. Some of our men chased the Indigens into the woods and fell into hidden pits, lined with stakes fixed in the ground. Scout troopers flew into tripwires that broke their necks. Elsewhere, the Indigens overpowered troopers through sheer numbers, holding them down until they got their helmets off, and other Abos could kill them with stone axes and knives made of volcanic glass. And every time one of our men fell, the Indigens had another blaster. They knew every tree and rock, and they picked us off one by one. Reading this, you might not want to believe me, but it happened. I was there. I saw what those Ewoks did. The historians love to talk about alleged Imperial atrocities, but what about what I saw on the Forest Moon? They slaughtered us like animals, Miss Towani. Shouldn't that count as an atrocity?